Beam Team, brace yourselves. The Kings world is about to be turned upside down. What's good, Beam Team? Your boy is back with some absolutely insane news that's going to have you questioning everything you thought you knew about this Kings offseason. We're talking about moves that could either save our franchise or completely reshape Sacramento basketball as we know it. Look, I know we've been through the heartbreak of trading away our lightning-fast floor general, and I know we've been sitting here wondering what the hell Monty McNair has up his sleeve. But what I'm about to tell you is going to blow your minds and have you refreshing Twitter every 5 seconds. We're talking about 3 massive developments that are happening right now that could completely change the trajectory of this organization. First, we've got a former Kings legend who's practically begging to come back home to Sacramento. And this isn't just any player. This is someone who knows what it means to bleed purple and gold. Then, we've got the possibility of landing one of the most explosive young guards in the entire league, a player who could fill that massive void left by our departed star. And finally, we're looking at a defensive monster who could be the missing piece to our championship puzzle. Beam Team, if you're not already smashing that like button and hitting that subscribe button, you need to do it right now, because what's coming next is going to have you calling your friends, texting your family, and probably losing sleep tonight. This isn't just roster talk, this is about the soul of our franchise. But here's the thing that's got me absolutely fired up. The first story involves a player who was literally drafted by us as irrelevant, and now wants to come back to end his career where it all started. Are you ready for this emotional roller coaster? Isaiah Thomas, the name that just sent chills down every true Kings fan's spine. That's right, Beam Team, our beloved. It is out here on social media, basically telling the world he wants to come back home to Sacramento. This man tweeted, "That's crazy and I can always double back and end my career there. And I'm telling you right now, I got goosebumps reading that." This is the same Isaiah Thomas who we took with the very last pick of the 2011 draft, pick 60, Mr. Irrelevant himself, and turned him into an absolute superstar. This man put Sacramento on the map, showed the world what Kings basketball was all about, and now he's ready to come full circle. Think about this for a second, Beam Team. We're talking about a player who became an MVP candidate, a 2-time All-Star, and one of the most clutch performers in NBA history. Yeah, injuries slowed him down, and yeah, he's been bouncing around the league since 2018, but the heart is still there, the passion is still there, and most importantly, the love for Sacramento is still there. It started making his name with us before he got traded to Phoenix and then Boston, where he became absolutely legendary. But here's what's got me emotional. Sacramento has always been special to him. We gave him his first shot when nobody else believed in him, and now he wants to give us his last shot. This man is 36 years old. He's been out of the league, but he's still got that fire burning inside. But hold up, Beam Team, because if you think Isaiah Thomas coming home is wild, wait until you hear about the blockbuster possibility that could have us landing one of the most electrifying players in the entire NBA. Ja Morant. Yeah, you heard that right. The Memphis Grizzlies just shocked the entire basketball world by trading Desmond Bane for 4 unprotected first-round picks. And now ESPN's Brian Windhorst is asking the question that has every GM in the league making phone calls. What about Ja Morant? Beam Team, this is getting crazy. Bleacher Report is already naming the Sacramento Kings as a top landing spot for Ja if Memphis decides to blow it all up. We're talking about a 25-year-old superstar who averaged 23.2 points and 7.3 assists this season when healthy. This man is pure electricity on the court. Think about it. We desperately need a franchise point guard after losing our speedster, and there might not be a better option available than Ja Morant. This dude is must-see TV every single night. The dunks, the passes, the clutch shots, everything we've been missing since February. But here's where it gets interesting. It's going to cost us big time. We're talking about potentially moving Zach LaVine's contract, giving up players like Malik Monk and Keegan Murray, plus a mountain of picks, according to the reports. But Beam Team, let me ask you this. If we could get Ja Morant running point with DeMar DeRozan and Domantas Sabonis, wouldn't that be worth it? The Western Conference is absolutely loaded right now. And if Memphis is really considering a soft rebuild with all these picks they're collecting, we might have our best shot at landing a legitimate franchise cornerstone. But wait, there's more, because Memphis might not just be shopping their point guard. Here's where things get absolutely bonkers, Beam Team. If we can't get Ja Morant, what about his teammate, Jaren Jackson Jr., the former Defensive Player of the Year, who could be the perfect complement to Domantas Sabonis? We're talking about a 6'11" defensive monster who can protect the rim, switch onto guards, and stretch the floor with his three-point shooting. This man averaged 1.6 blocks per game this season and would solve our biggest weakness, defense. Imagine JJJ and Sabonis in the front court, with Keegan Murray on the wing. That's a championship-level defensive foundation. But here's the kicker. It's going to cost us just as much as Ja Morant would. We're looking at potentially giving up DeMar DeRozan, Devin Carter, and 5 first-round picks. That's right, 5. Our 2027 pick, San Anthony's 2027 pick, our 2029 pick, a 2030 swap, and San Antonio's 2031 pick. Beam Team, I'm going to be real with you. This is the moment of truth for our franchise. We can either play it safe and stay mediocre, or we can go all in and try to build something special. A starting lineup of Sabonis, Jackson Jr., Murray, Levine, and either Keon Ellis or Malik Monk could be dangerous in the Western Conference. The question is, are we ready to bet our future on becoming contenders? Are we ready to give up all those picks for a chance to finally break through? Memphis is sitting on more draft capital than almost any team in the league, and they might be willing to help us get there. Beam Team, I want you to smash that like button if you're ready for the Kings to make a massive move this offseason. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell, because this is just the beginning. We're talking about potentially landing Isaiah Thomas for the emotional homecoming, Ja Morant for the explosive star power, or Jaren Jackson Jr. for the defensive anchor we desperately need. The question I'm leaving you with is this: which move would you make if you were Monty McNair, the nostalgic homecoming, the franchise-changing superstar, or the defensive game-changer? Let me know in the comments below, because Beam Team deserves to know where you stand. Sacramento Kings forever.